My name is Stu, the announcer. We're getting right into it with the #1 seed of the tournament, Lagiakai, facing off against Jacob. Pokemon Stadium is the destination for game #1, and after, after C Carrot's run yesterday, you got to think that maybe getting a little bit used to studying up on the Marcina stereotype, or the Marcina prototype of character.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one thing that Lagiakai was talking about as I was warming him up for this matchup, which is, oh my gosh,
wow,
Jacob already just smashing away that opening, and geez Louise, I mean, Lagiakai, I'm going to be honest, I was warming him up for this matchup. He was not playing like this against me. I feel like something changed when he got on the stage. I don't know what it is, but I trust in his ability to continue and just make this happen. But Jacob right now playing very clean. Great landing trap here from Lagiakai. But yeah, as the first seed, all the pressure's on him. He said to me, he said that even if he loses, there was pressure on him and he can learn from that. You know what I mean? So he is coming in to this with a learning mentality, and he's happy about how far he made it. And he said to me, if he beats Monkey BenQ here, he thinks he's winning the whole tournament.
Interesting. So now that Jacob presenting a bit of a challenge in and of himself, nearly a full stock lead here. In fact, exactly that.
Ooh.
Jacob looking for the counter off the ledge. You gotta respect it, but again, gotta be able to rise up to the moment, because the moment's rising up no matter what. You can let it consume you, or you can ride the wave. Lucina looking like she's surfing right about now, though Lagiakai is certainly not going to go quietly into the night. Certainly not going to give this game one up for free. It's going to finally take the dash attack stock off of Jacob and get on the board.
Get on the board, trying so hard to get even more than on the board here. 164%. This is dangerous percent to any of Lucina's normals here. Lagiakai getting upbeat out of shield for that dash attack. I don't know, man. It feels like he's hesitant on reading the patterns, right? Jacob is usually a very pattern-based player. Right now, he is actually mixing his options up quite well. He's mixing approaches and retreats in a manner that I haven't seen from him before. So, I mean, kudos to Jacob, playing out of his mind right now, taking it to the #1 seed and continuing the pressure here with this grab.
Looking for the back air. Shield breaker, not quite going to do it. But, my goodness, how close Jacob came to almost ending the game right then and there.
Yeah,
caught the get up perfectly. That is a 2-stock message being sent by Jacob. You got to think that Lagiakai, you definitely received it. And if not that, absolutely received a beating.
Indeed, indeed. But something Lagiakai also told me is that he's thankful that this is best of 5. He has plenty of time to make these adaptations while Jacob is playing well. Lagiakai was going for a lot of initial dash catches that Jacob simply wasn't doing, right? Jacob is a walking player, a jumping player, a patient player. So a lot of these overshoot dash attacks that Lagiakai is attempting were not working out in his favor. So we'll have to see how he adjusts in this manner. I know Lagiakai said that Jacob doesn't play like he's scared of him. So that's one thing that had him a little bit hesitant about this matchup. But at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't matter if your opponent plays scared or not. You got to find those openings, and Lagiakai was exploiting quite a few there until he got grabbed.
I mean, it's one of those things you were talking about, not fearing him. There's a big difference between fear and respect. Jacob not exactly playing mindlessly, but getting up into that up smash is going to make him think about how he's doing it from there on in. Trying to press buttons out of it with the shield breaker, but Lagiakai not having any of it, and eventually going to clean up that first stock with the back air. But with Lagiakai, the adjustments seem to be made. He's only suffered 50 percentage points worth of damage. You have to think that maybe he got the message a bit from that game 1.
Definitely, and now that the blaster pressure is coming on, will he be able to no way.
Yeah,
Dang.
At ledge, that's good.
Yeah, Lagiakai just flashing the shield one too many times, and Jacob taking full advantage here, minimizing that stock lead. But Lagiakai was winning a majority of the neutral exchanges. As long as he keeps that gameplay and pace up, he's going to be in a very good spot here. Gets grabbed again Jacob getting quite a bit of percentage there. Oh, Lagiakai pushing the envelope a little too much on that Dancing Blade, but the pressure continues in his favor. Nice fair there from Jacob as we continue this onslaught of lasers and swords. Two different timelines clashing here. Excellent air dodge, but the coverage so good right now. These two are playing out of their minds.
Nair to the face and not going to do the job quite yet.
Wow.
As the up smash, well, that certainly will, and at 79%, going to take Jacob down to the last stock,
wow.
But Jacob immediately responds. Again, you got to rise to the occasion. Jacob pointing the sword sky high, higher than his ambitions, we don't know, but Lagiakai has one stock to go.
Yeah, and indeed, I think Lagiakai is execution testing Jacob too much. Jacob is a very practiced player, so all of these standard get-ups are going to get called out. It looks like both of them called out with that F-smash consistently here. Lagiakai running the neutral and advantage thus far, but Jacob will slowly worm his way back in here. Uh-oh. Okay, good patience here. Lagiakai giving up the roll. Jacob scouting it. Again, the frame traps. Oh my gosh.
Forward, getting so much off a down tilt. You need something to be able to outspace that wolf. It is a sortie, whether people want to admit that or not, but the dash in with the grab.
Oh my gosh.
Good mix up.
Yeah, that F tilt is unsafe on shield.
And the back air is going to get you grabbed as well, and now it's Lagakai's game to lose, perhaps. Getting up, not going away from the neutral
nice.
Get up, to his credit, but Lagiakai there to catch him with the back air. Lagiakai finds himself with points on the board now. We're drawn up at 1 apiece. Lagiakai, the #1 seed in this tournament, getting here by beating Millard, Fillmore, Dennis, and V. Not a easy bracket at all.
Oh, yeah.
But again, you have to have that quality competition, and it's not easy when you have the target on your back. Unfamiliar territory for Lagiakai, but #1 seed in the tournament, playing up to the expectations and showing that he can respond to pressure. That's exactly what you want to see from the Wolf.
Exactly, man. Wolf is able to take advantage of Lucina's floatiness so well with these excellent aerial drift, the quick aerials that can respond to her just being in the air. Advantage state lasts so long if you're playing Wolf against Lucina. Something interesting I've been seeing is Jacob's frame traps have been stellar right now. He's making Lucina's advantage look just as good as Wolf's, and while it probably is, something that's very interesting here are these ledge traps, right? Because if you can get an edge guard with Lucina, things go bad quite fast.
Oh, again with the shield breaker, just trying it, but any sort of pressure that you can get, anything to keep Lagiakai from pressing the shoulder buttons while grounded, certainly going to help you a lot, because again, you're talking about Fair not necessarily being great on shield. Well then, what if there is no shield? What if he's hesitant to go to it? One of those things that lets him leverage those options just a little bit more, and therefore helps him control the skies just a little bit more efficiently.
Whoa, that was a really good extension there, but even better awareness from Jacob, able to just air dodge that off stage. As the pressure continues in Lagiakai's favor, now he's going to be threatening with that option, and he forces the 2-frame. Great stuff there to start things off, but now stuck on the platform, not anymore. Oh, going for a hard punish, nothing doing.
Yeah, Jacob just going to fall through the platform and still alive at 25%. I mean, certainly wouldn't have been kill percent, but any sort of progress that you can get at this point is nice. And Jacob would have liked to see that first stock depart with that dare. Not going to have such luck there, but again,
oh my gosh!
Wow,
yeah.
Okay, so mixing it up a little bit and catching him with the up air. Lagiakai being made to climb Jacob's ladder there.
Honestly, that improv was so good. You get the first hit of Nair, and it doesn't combo into Nair 2. Don't panic, just go for the up air. 87% now, however. Lagiakai continuing to run that train. The conversions and tech chases on Lagiakai are what makes him such a formidable player, and he's able to play that patient game if he needs to. Oh my gosh, such a well-rounded player and a well-rounded mix-up there. Goodness gracious.
And you're trying to get Jacob away from shield breaker, right? I don't necessarily agree with the tactic of using it off stage to try to keep the Wolf away. It has not worked for him thus far. And now Lagiakai straight up punished you with a stock for your transgression. Now, if you're Jacob, you got to play just a little bit more conservatively, I feel like. You got to let this Wolf come to you, let them respond to your pressure with the disjoint, because your sword is bigger than his claws. You got to recognize that, so you have the means to let the Wolf maybe come to you and make his own mistakes in the air.
That's true. And oh yeah, forced to use that double jump out of a down throw pretty consistently. It's good that Wolf has that airspeed, otherwise he'd be in a much worse situation. All right. Lagiakai continuing a very cautious neutral. Oh, let's go. Lagiakai getting these back airs at the ledge fairly consistently now. Now, Jacob is definitely not playing bad at all. The problem is when he's down in percent, it's on the onus of Lucina to secure the stock. And while Lucina has some pretty good kill confirms and tech chase mix-ups like down tilt and Nair 1, if you're aware of both of those options, oh, the Palutena maybe being hovered here. Maybe Lucina can't get the job done in Jacob's eyes, but yup, going right back, going right back.
So not losing faith in Lucina quite yet, but man, this Wolf, it is hard to catch, even harder to kill. Lucina's going to have to lock it down here in game number 4. And Jacob, who again, pretty decent little path to through the bracket, had to take down Scarab, Key, Dahlia, and Onyx in order to get the top 8 on winner's side. It's not necessarily the easiest job to have to fight the #1 seed in the tournament. But then again, what you showed in that game number 1 is that it is possible. You can do it. But Lagiakai is just not giving up the same mistakes that he was earlier on in this set.
Yeah, exactly. And he was getting hit a lot by a lot of these stray fares and F-tilts that Jacob was throwing out. Now he's kind of only really getting hit by those stray up-Bs there. And even with the ambiguous cross-up of dash attack, Jacob still kind of punishing these dash attacks fairly consistently. I like his consistency on that, but Lagiakai is not shying away from the option because he knows he can force a terrible situation. Scramble continues here on the left. Tech chase, no tech. You need to tech that, man.
Yeah, that was hit the shoulder button or die. Jacob, well, I mean, I guess there was a choice technically, and he chose the latter, but that's going to be Lagiakai going up 3 stocks to 2, and now comes the laser spam. Jacob trying to figure out what he can do to solve the puzzle that is Lagiakai. Yeah,
and especially, like, you see him kind of, like, wanting Lagiakai to take the fight to him. Lagiakai is totally fine staying back until Jacob chooses an option here. I mean, yeah, you don't have to be that cautious here. The down smash covering multiple options out of that tech chase, but still not killing. 150 and climbing. Jacob sitting at a comfortable percent, but he needs to secure the stock now. The neutral is reset. Definitely not a situation he wanted to be in, but these rising fares from Lagiakai continue the pressure until the up tilt messes him up.
Lagiakai is just I mean, a little confounded, still has the lead, but Jacob, that is exactly the kind of play that you need in order to get yourself back in a game. Lagiakai, though, has to be unshakable as the stone in a tsunami. No matter what you have going on, man, no matter what kind of pressure you're facing, you got to be solid as a rock, and Lagiakai on the cusp of taking this second stock looks to be just that.
Looks to be just that and more right now. 70% and climbing and still undeterred, going for these bold dash attacks. Dangerous spot here. Jacob, I like the fair attempt there. He's kind of weaseling his way around these Lagiakai approaches really well and baiting these up smashes. No, the misinput.
You do not want to be giving up those kinds of mistakes.
Yeah, that's a killer. And now it seems like he's floundering all over the place. He lost all the confidence he had in his neutral. And Lagiakai is going to play this patient game. Maybe Jacob just took that time to get a mental reset, but Lagiakai is not going to let that happen with these conversions. Excellent grab. Throws him into the corner. Oh, no way.
Okay.
Yup. I was looking for that up air as well, and Lagiakai seems like it's game, set, and match for him right now. He dropped the first game, but the rest of the set has been pretty comfortably in his favor as Jacob about to get lapped in percent here. The fair, maybe a sigh of relief, but not for long.
I mean, Lagiakai, who, again, very strong competitor, does relatively well in the Codename Bears brackets on Friday nights. Last time it was in top 8 was all the way back in Codename Bears 341. That was 9 weeks ago. But Jacob saying, you know what, I can instill the seed of doubt that can grow into a tree. And it makes you wonder what could be happening here, just not hitting these techs.
Dangerous spots here.
Wait a second, Jacob, can he make this happen at 140?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, he survived. Goodness gracious, the shield breaker! The options here. Absolutely trying to ice skate uphill. Somehow Jacob is making it happen, winning advantage, taking Lagiakai all the way to 90%.
Oh my gosh,
the backer is going to miss over the head. It will not miss there, Lagiakai. It was a little bit of an ember that almost turned into a straight up house fire, but Lagiakai puts it out.
Jeez Louise, that